Title: The Enchanted Maple Grove. In a quiet little town nestled in the heart of Vermont, there was a grove of maple trees known as the Enchanted Maple Grove. This wasn't an ordinary grove. The trees here whispered secrets to the wind. Their leaves shimmered like spun gold under the moonlight, and the sap they produced held a magic known only to those who dared to believe. Every autumn, when the leaves painted the town in hues of amber, crimson, and gold, the townsfolk would gather to celebrate the Maple Harvest Festival. It was a joyous time, filled with laughter, music, and the sweet aroma of maple treats. But there was one rule everyone respected: no one entered the grove after sunset. The story of the Enchanted Maple Grove was passed down through generations. According to legend, a kind-hearted witch named Elira once lived in the grove. She loved the townsfolk and used her magic to bless their maple trees, ensuring bountiful harvests every year. But one winter, an envious sorcerer sought to steal her magic. To protect the grove, Elira cast a spell, binding her spirit to the trees. From that day on, the grove became enchanted, and the townsfolk vowed to honor her sacrifice by leaving the grove undisturbed after dark. 8-year-old Mia had always been fascinated by the stories of the grove. She loved sitting by the fire, listening to her grandmother recount tales of Elira's bravery and the grove's magic. But Mia was also curious, too curious for her own good. One chilly October evening, as the festival lights twinkled in the distance, Mia decided to see the grove for herself. With her trusty flashlight and her little dog, Max, by her side, she slipped away from the crowd. The path to the grove was lined with lanterns, their warm glow guiding her steps. As she approached the grove, a cool breeze rustled the leaves, carrying with it a melody so faint, she wondered if she'd imagined it. "Mia, we shouldn't be here," Max whimpered, his ears twitching. "Don't be silly, Max. It's just trees," Mia whispered, though her heart raced with excitement and a touch of fear. As Mia stepped into the grove, the world seemed to change. The air grew warmer, the leaves shimmered brighter, and the faint melody grew clearer. It was a song, gentle and sweet, like a lullaby. "Who dares to enter the grove after dark?" a voice called out, soft yet commanding. Mia froze, her flashlight flickering. From behind the largest maple tree emerged a glowing figure, a woman with hair like spun silver and eyes that sparkled like stars. It was Elira. "I'm sorry," Mia stammered. "I didn't mean to disturb you. I just wanted to see the magic for myself." Elira smiled, her expression kind. "Curiosity is a powerful thing, child, but the grove's magic is not for the faint of heart." "I'm not afraid," Mia said, though her voice trembled. Elira chuckled. "Bravery is admirable. Very well, I shall show you the grove's magic, but first, you must promise to keep its secrets." "I promise," Mia said eagerly, her eyes wide with wonder. Elira waved her hand, and the grove came alive. The trees swayed as though dancing, their leaves casting golden light. The saplings hummed the same melody Mia had heard earlier, and the ground sparkled with tiny glowing mushrooms. "This grove is alive with magic," Elira explained. "Each tree holds a memory, each leaf a story. Would you like to hear one?" "Yes, please," Mia exclaimed. Elira plucked a golden leaf from a nearby tree and held it to Mia's forehead. Instantly, Mia was transported to another time. She saw a young Elira planting the first maple tree, her laughter ringing like bells. She watched as townsfolk gathered to celebrate the first harvest, their joy palpable. When the vision ended, Mia was back in the grove, tears streaming down her face. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "It is," Elira agreed, "but it must be protected. That's why I stay, even now." Elira knelt before Mia, her expression serious. "The grove is in danger, child. The world beyond this town has grown hungrier for power. There are those who would harm this place for their own gain. Will you help me protect it?" Mia nodded without hesitation. "What can I do?" "Share its magic wisely," Elira said. "Teach others to respect nature and its wonders. and most importantly, believe in its magic. Mia promised, and Alira smiled. You are braver than you know, Mia. Now it's time for you to return to the festival. Remember, the grove's magic will always be with you. When Mia emerged from the grove, the festival was still in full swing. Her grandmother spotted her and rushed over, relief evident on her face. Where have you been, Mia? I was so worried. I was in the grove, Mia said, her voice quiet yet resolute. Her grandmother gasped. The grove? At night? Mia, you know the stories. They're true, Mia interrupted. I met Elira. She's protecting the grove and we have to help her. Her grandmother stared at her for a moment, then smiled. I believe you, child, and I'll help you share her story. A legacy of magic. From that day on, Mia became the youngest storyteller in the town. She shared the tale of the enchanted maple grove with anyone who would listen, teaching them to cherish and protect the magic of nature. As the years passed, the grove remained untouched, its beauty undiminished. And though Mia grew older, she never forgot her promise to Elira. Every autumn, as the festival lights twinkled and the leaves shimmered like gold, Mia would stand at the edge of the grove, listening for the faint melody of the trees. And she would smile, knowing that the magic of the enchanted maple grove would live on as long as there were those who dared to believe. The end. And so, dear listener, as you drift off to sleep, remember the story of Mia and the enchanted maple grove. May it remind you of the magic in the world around you, the importance of protecting nature, and the power of believing in the extraordinary. Sweet dreams.